What is going on, guys? Welcome to another video. This is Smart Trader. In this video, I'm going to teach you guys 3 screeners that I personally use when doing my options watch list. All right, I'm not only going to do the watch list with you guys, I'm also going to use the screener. All right, so I'm gonna show you the metrics that go for the screener. I'm gonna find 5 stocks, 5 to 10 stocks that I personally feel are great setups for tomorrow, and I'm gonna look into it maybe even next week, or you never know, because these stocks could be breaking out multi-day. These are good stocks, so we're gonna see how that all works out. So make sure to smash that like button because that really helps me out a lot, and subscribe if you haven't joined the family already. Discord link right down below in the description, so you can find out how I do things and ask me direct questions in the Discord group and cooperate with over 1,000 members on stocks that you want to talk about. So come join the community. It's a great community. It's really fun out there, and we're making money left and right. So I'll see you guys over there. All right. So let's go ahead and talk about these screeners. The first one that I want to discuss with you is a very simple screener. Okay. This has a very specific idea behind it. All right. So first things first, you're not going to be caring about any penny stocks. All right. You're going to be looking at stocks that are above $10. All right. At the very least, and above $20 is best. But there are sometimes occasionally where you see a stock that's between $10 to $20 that have a great setup, a lot of volume, and has options to trade with. So you want the stock to be over $10 for this one. Okay. Now, this is the most important one, is you need to make sure that the stock is optionable. So you go and click optionable. That basically limits down half of the stock market for you guys. Okay. Now, here's where the actual fun starts. Okay. And this is where I go to the technical part. And when I go to the technical part, this pattern, it's not really a pattern. It's more of a breakout strategy. And what I like about this is that it works almost all the time. Stocks, especially in the current market, individual stocks that are breaking out of highs, of all-time highs, these stocks are stocks that are reliable. For instance, I want to take you guys and see VIPS. Okay, VIPS is a stock that we traded options for and took profits. This had a resistance around this $18, $19 level. It broke out of it. It ran to $21, right? Very, very gorgeous breakout. And that is what we're looking for. We're looking for these breakouts. Okay. So we want to find these stocks using the screener that allows us to find these breakouts before they even happen. Okay. So obviously I'm going to do the optionable stocks. They're priced above $10, and we go to technical, and this is the most important part. We choose 52-week high or low, and we choose below high. Okay, 0 to 3% below high. Now again, why we're choosing 0 to 3? You can choose 0 to 5% or 0 to 10%. That's fine, but 0 to 3% to start with, simply because if a stock is right, it's 0 to 3%, it's about to break out. It's about to break out of its high. Okay, and that's what we do. 52-week high means that it's a 1 yearly high, so Finviz doesn't give you a screener for the all-time high, but this is good enough. 52-week high, a year high, is very, very good. It's also one of the best way to find stocks that are about to break out. Okay, so below 3%, 0 to 3% is perfect. Okay, now we have about 183 stocks that meet this criteria. Right now, you can go ahead and you can go through all of these stocks and be able to find one that is good. But you can also change some metrics to make it better. Now, if I remember correctly, what I do usually is I focus on stocks that either up at least 1% on the day or has at least 1 million volume. A stock that has at least 1 million volume will give you enough movement on that stock to get you to that, get you a good amount of profit on your options that you do. So over 1 million volume does help a lot. It limits it to just 72 stocks, and that's good enough. That's perfect. If you can keep it below 100, that's fine. You can go through all of these stocks. Now, Apple, obviously, I'm not going to talk about this because that's just one of the staples. It's already at all-time highs. It's just, whatever. ADS is already at all-time highs. I'm looking for a breakout like this. We know when it broke out like right here, that is what I'm looking for. That kind of setup is what I'm looking for. So ADS SK already did that. AGG don't see it. Amazon, nope. APO, it kind of did break out, but this is not bad as well. I mean, I think break of 55 is the key here, but I'm looking for something a lot more clear. Like for example, ADV. This is perfect. So ADV, you can go ahead and add it, but there's one problem with ADV that I'll explain in a little bit. But this is about, this did break out of this high right here, which is very nice, but it has a doji star candle, which signifies or signals that it's about to come down because it's been going up and up, and a doji star is a signal for a reversal. Therefore, it's going to start going down, which is very likely, very high chance of it. You can see it, the candlestick is doji, so the Finviz gives you the pattern. But yeah, that's probably one of the only reasons I won't really focus on this stock. But again, you can add this stock. It's not like it's gonna exactly do a doji. It can easily just gap up the next day, if the market is bullish. So you never know. Nope, because I do see that it broke out and it's very much, right there. I don't think I'm looking for something that's clear. That's like, has been consolidating for a lot of days and then about to break out. Something like this, where it came down so much and then consolidated for a long time and then boom, it broke out, which is a big signal. After a long time of being down, if broke out of all-time highs or it broke out of 52-week high, that's a big signal. That's what I'm looking for. Okay. So this already did break out, so I'm not going to go for that. These are not near this, so we're going to go through some of these stocks. We're going to see if we can find one or two. So CELH, the only reason I like this, is because this is a nice W shape. Okay, so it found resistance right where it usually is, but this is a very nice W shape, so we could very much see a break of this 1050 level or 1030 level, and this pushes through to 11. So definitely CLH is one of the stocks that's going to be in my watch list today. All right, so you can see what I'm trying to look at. I'm trying to look at some nice setups, nice pattern. This is a good one. This is setting up a very nice pattern. $11 would be the strike that I would take, or maybe even in the money, $10 strike, and focus on taking 10 to 20% profit on this one. So definitely one of the ones that I'm keeping an eye on. Nice, over 10% short float, so that could also squeeze out very nicely. CRWD kind of at its all-time high. I don't really. Okay, so CWB, this is a nice one right here. All right, it is an ETF, but again, this is a very nice one. It's right at its all-time highs, around the $60, maybe in the $61. So if it gets over that, that is a very nice breakout, and we can actually go ahead and look for this and see how this plays out. Now, obviously, the key is if the options, the spread isn't too crazy or too big, then you can go ahead and play this. But if the spread is too big, you might want to stay away. But again, one of the stocks that are about to break out and that looks really, really good. Okay, CWH isn't there. Nope, nope, no. Okay, so there we go. ETSY, very nice one. Another one that I very, very much like it. Nice, high right here. Consolidation, kind of a W shape. So it's about to break out of this high right here. Very, very close to breaking out. So once it does, we could see a 90 level very easily to even 95 level with the pump coming in. So definitely one of my favorite. Like for example, here's what I'm see. Like you can see it in the chart right away. Before, when it did the W shape, it made a huge run up. Now it's doing another W shape and it can easily go to $100 level. Okay, that's what I'm trying to show you guys. This is a W shape. All right, when you see that, it's like the opposite of a head and shoulder essentially, but this just looks very bullish. It creates a nice little high and then breaks that high and just continues to run up, and that's what you want to look for. And this is about to do the same thing once again, so we want to keep a close eye on ETSY. This is one of my number one right now so far. Internet retail, that's also a sector that's starting to get really, really hyped. So I believe Spotify was one of them. Same kind of internet stuff. You get the point. Basically, this is about to break out. So definitely one of my stocks that I'm adding in. Actually, that's probably the number one stock so far. Anything else? Facebook, you can say that 240 level, if it breaks over 240, this can go ahead and push through. So might be a good one to keep an eye on. Definitely, I think. Facebook, I would probably keep a watch on it. So that would be number 2. GSX, it broke out. So this is the breakout point, which, it pumped. It's at its all-time high. I do think that it's pretty much overbought. It is a China stock. I don't think I'm gonna watch this one. I'm looking for that, near breakout level. No, I don't like this because I can tell that it won't give me a huge amount of movement. Look at these candlesticks, you can barely see them. Same with this, like they don't really get too much volume. um Nope, 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 nope. So essentially what I'm doing is I'm scanning through. So there you go, another W shape. So in NUAN, another one that you can potentially add. Break over this 24 level. I would say this gets really nice and, pushes through. So definitely another one. That's number 3. So you're basically seeing what's what I'm doing right now, right? I'm looking for these setup that has a very like this PTGX was a good one to go in, but it's already made its move. But we're looking for a high like this and then a breakout of that high right here where it pushes through next couple of days, and that's what we bet on. That's what we want. So RNG, we can keep an eye on that one as well. SCHP, very close to this breakout level, so we definitely think that if this gets over this $59-$60 level, that's a very strong setup. So definitely another one that you want to keep a close eye on. TTD, this is one of the best example I can give you. Very nice. You can see the line, purple line, very nice breakout, and boom. This is like the perfect stock to show you guys what I'm looking for. The perfect stock. TDRL, we made good money. This was a swing trade for us from last week. Very nice, strong breakout. We took profit today, or I believe we took profit yesterday, actually. Very strong breakout. Very strong breakout, and we had some good profits on that. That was a pure patience, pure chart analysis on that one. So I definitely liked it. Definitely worked out for us. So that was a couple of stocks. So we got to see 2-3 stocks that I really liked. CLH was one of them that I really liked a lot. CWB is another one that I very much liked because it's right about to break out. ETSY is one of the one that I definitely want. So that's about 3 stocks. You can go through the other ones. Facebook, I would keep a watch because it's one of the, Facebook, it gets volume. So yeah, that's 4 stocks so far that I have found already. All right. So jot it down, take a note, pause the video, go ahead and take those notes, write down the tickers, go do your due diligence. Make sure you do your due diligence on these stocks. Don't just blindly follow them. Okay. Now, number 2, there's the second screener. And this one, let's reset all of these. So let me go ahead and let me reset all of them. Optionable stock, we keep that. And this one, for this one specifically, I want stocks that are above $20. I don't want 10 to 15. I want stocks that are above $20. And it's more reliable above $20 than below $20, in my experience. Because the anything below $20 kind of, same kind of category. They're probably stocks that just, manage to get out of the penny stock land and are, double digit stocks and blah blah blah. So I don't really want to focus on this specifically for this scanner. All right, so we got 2 part. Now we're going to go to technical. And for technical, this is a similar setup, or this is one of the ones that I like to trade often, and it is a wedge pattern. So it's wedge up or wedge down. You'll see it right here, and it's basically the same thing where it's the falling bullish wedge or the rising bearish wedge that I made a video on and explained to you guys. You can go ahead and check that video out in my channel. So wedge up, or you can do the wedge up strong. Let's go ahead and do the strong. This is okay, what happened right here? Okay, so this is more of you doing a lot of work. I'm not gonna go in detail about this, but if you do the wedge up, you get about 44 stocks, and you look for one that is about to break out of a wedge, about to break. So the wedge you can see is a downtrend followed by an uptrend. So, okay, so we'll look for these wedge, one that is about to, like for example, CCXI. This is a falling bearish wedge. Okay, so this, if it breaks below this uptrend, This is a rising bearish wedge. My bad. I messed that up. It's a rising. It's a rising up. It's bearish because if it breaks below this trend line, it starts going down. So we want to keep an eye on this one. This is right there testing the trend line and right at the corner of the wedge. So very much, in danger zone. Obviously, it can easily push up if good news or volume or big time volume come in, but it's looking bearish for me, and we have to keep an eye on this one. Okay, so something like that. All right. Something like this, DPZ. So Domino's Pizza, kind of below the downtrend, could crash if if it falls below this support it created, could easily crash to like 360 area. So one of the ones that I would very much keep an eye on, it is below the downtrend. So keep that in mind. It is below the downtrend. So very, very likely that we might see a nice sell off here. So keep a close eye on it. It doesn't necessarily mean that it will do it. The day that you see that it's about to break below the supports, you try to take a position on puts and you play off of it. Okay, so this is the wedge up or the rising bearish wedge, and you want to see if it breaks above the downtrend or if it breaks below the uptrend. Okay, if it breaks above the downtrend, you will see a nice bullish volume coming in, but if it breaks below the uptrend, then it's about to go down to mid saying right now. So make a note of that somewhere. So we're looking at all of these stocks and we found one of them. Now we're looking at, HYS. Yeah, HYS is very much testing the downtrend right here, followed by the uptrend. So the only thing I don't like is I can see these candlesticks are very, very tiny. So this might not be one of the ones that gets a lot of volume. It is an ETF. So yeah, that's probably why. So it doesn't really get a lot of volume. So that's probably one of the reasons why I wouldn't trade this. I want to trade something that's volatile. That's going to move. That's going to give me some kind of profit. So REIT industrial testing the uptrend. So we want to keep an eye on this. Break above the downtrend. This can pop very, very fast. Let's see what else. So there's quite a few examples. You can see most of these stocks are right at breakup points. So I definitely think that if you guys go through all of these stocks and find one or two, you'll be able to actually make some decent profit once the pattern works. Now, this is one of them. The other one you can do is wedge down strong. And this will give you, wow, that's only giving you 5. So wedge down strong is more of a bullish pattern, which means that if it breaks the downtrend, it's about to go ham, right? So we got about 5 stocks, and none of them are very, very close to the breakout level. So I don't think this is enough. Um, let's see if wedge down has more of them. 45. Okay, so we got some. We got some. So right here, you can already see this was a wedge down, and it broke above the downtrend, and it made some nice little move. ALK, there we go. Perfect example. It's actually about to break out right here. It did kind of break out, but it kind of sold off. But right here, beautiful wedge breakouts. If you had taken it at 70 when it was doing the breakout, you'd be riding to 80. So that's a very nice 10% move. So I would say that's a beautiful wedge. Kind of did already make the move, so I wouldn't really care. ARWR, another one that's setting up right now, or actually it did kind of break the wedge, to be honest. So it broke the downtrend and it's kind of running a little bit. So I kind of think that we kind of missed it. I want to see one that's about to break out right there, and it's like, for example, BHC. Perfect. So this is a wedge pattern that's about to break the downtrend. You want this to get above at least 20.50 or $21, because there's a resistance right there to get in. This would be a very nice one. So keep an eye on this one. That's one of them we found so far. These are kind of very ugly ETFs. I don't really like ETFs as much. um yeah, like this, for example. I don't like that. I don't like these. I don't like that either. Doesn't look good. These are definitely not stuff that I would trade. They're very not not volatile. I don't like those. I don't like ETFs. NKTR. This is getting very close to the corner. It's right in the middle, but it could either break up or down. So this is a very, very strong chance of this making a move within the next week. So NKTR is something to keep an eye on for the following weeks to come. So that's one of them. You can go ahead and check that out. There you go. Falling wedge, breakout, ran to all-time highs. So definitely one of the ones that, made that move, and that's what we're looking for. We're looking for something very, very similar. Okay. So you get the point. I would let you do the rest of the work since I don't want this video to be too long, but you essentially get the idea behind the wedge up and wedge down. You want to find these setups before they happen. You can even go to wedge and just go through either wedge up, wedge down, or the bullish wedge. So all of these setups are right here. You can choose any of these, and it will give you some very nice setup. And obviously, even with the wedge, you can go ahead and you can set up up the change, percent change, or price and everything based off of what you want to trade. You can go ahead and do that as well. The final one, and there's the last one that I think actually might be the better one, is you want to look for stocks that are up a ton already. So two ways to do that. Okay, one is you can choose the top gainers and look through the top gainers, but obviously you want to make sure that your descriptives are ready. Optionable, price above 20 for sure. You want to get any stocks above 20. You don't want the penny stocks, and you want the volume at the very least to be 1 million, and you want the stock, you go to technical, you want the stock to be at the very least up 5%. If it's a $20 stock and it's up 5%, then it must be doing something. And two ways to play this. One is you can play the next move, which is the next leg up and the next bullish move, and continue to reap the profits, whereas the other is the sell-off part. So if it had moved already 5% today, there's a good chance it might sell off, and you just take puts and you take the profit on that side as well. Now this, you will not find a lot of them in this market. There's quite a bit of them because it's a volatile market. So we got 20 of these, right? And we look for why it's up 5%. Like for example, SPOT, Spotify up, I think, I believe 15% today. I'm not sure, but you get the point. It's up a lot, as that's what I'm trying to say. And it broke out and then hit a new 52-week high and did very nicely and blah blah blah. Now we can see it push to 240 if crazy amount of volume comes in, because it does have a very good news. Or we can see a consolidation day where it comes down and we can take some little puts and day trade it, and then maybe a bullish move up to 240 the next day, something like that, a 3-bar play or something like that. So you kind of get the idea what I'm trying to say here. We look for these already moved 5-10% stocks that have moved too much, and there will be sellers or there will be more buyers, and we want to play off of that. Okay, so this looks to me like a head and shoulder, and I'm not even going to go for that. Ping, again, another one you can keep an eye on. EDIT, very close to breaking out. You can keep an eye on that. BILL, very close to breaking out. You can keep an eye on that. This one already broke out. And we can just finish this off with NVAX. This is one of the ones that we are in already today. We took a position on this for a swing trade. I very, very loved. I mean, this is one of my favorite chart patterns. This is a nice U-shaped breakout of the 52-week high. So it not only has the 52-week high, it has a U-shaped breakout. I mean, it's just beautiful. It's 5%. I mean, it's meeting all of the 3 screeners criteria. So we are about to see some crazy stuff here, right? I'm already on this, and I definitely think that there's gonna go at the very least to 70. I think the pump is gonna come and is gonna push through. So definitely, definitely loving this one. I think this is gonna be a good one for us. FSLY way overextended in my opinion, so we're gonna see some dips to maybe the 655 level probably. So something to keep an eye on this as well. Definitely one of the ones that I like very, very much. ZS, I like this one as well. It broke out today. I totally missed it, but this can actually push to 120. Definitely thinking that this can push to 120. So ZS, that's one. FSLY, I'm looking for the backside of it when it starts selling off. I want to get puts. That's 2. NVAX, 3. If you guys haven't gotten in on it, this one is definitely setting up for that next big push. And I believe I mentioned one more. You can go back and see it. I'm not gonna go, and I'm trying to keep this video short. But essentially, that is the 3 patterns that you can go ahead and look through. So I found about 4 stocks in the first screener, about 1 or 2 stocks in the second, and about 3 stocks or 4 stocks in the third. So that's more than enough stocks. All right, that's way more than enough. If you can find 5 stocks for your watch list, that's good enough. All right, but I found about like close to 10 stocks, right? So more than enough. Again, they will be able to at least very minimum five. So you can go ahead and use these screeners and be able to do all of them. Obviously, you can just get rid of the top gainers and look through the remaining 29 or 9 stocks, and find those whatever ones are setting up. So hopefully you guys had some fun with this screeners. Hopefully you guys can have some value out of these screeners and can use them to make your watch list when you're looking for option stocks to trade. And yeah, if you guys like this video, make sure to smash that like button and subscribe. Hit that bell notification so you know when I post a video. Discord link down in the description. My Instagram and Twitter is down in the description. I hope to see you guys in my chat room, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.